Hello and welcome to another one of Stranger 123's replay analysis. Today we're doing it live. We're watching Margoz from SGTA in his Panther 2 on Fjords. Just set it up, buff the map size a bit. We have a barrel mark on the Panther 2, 131 battles registered in XVM statistics. And it appears to be fully upgraded, and I'd assume it would be fully upgraded from that amount of battles. Having a quick look at the team list, it appears reasonably balanced. We get a tank destroyer, T-28 prototype. Otherwise, the heavies seem quite alright. We have a Carnarvon, they get a 50, an IS-3 against an IS-6, T-32 and T-34, KV-5, Tiger 2. They do get a VK-452A on top of it, which is basically a big-ass heavy.
Los geht's.
We are holding back a bit at the beginning, not zooming out, which is something I suggest, to avoid a couple of collisions in the beginning. And let's have a look at our ammunition loadout as we gently bump into the T-28 prototype. 52 ammunition, well 52 standard AP, 3 APCR, 5 HE. We have a repair kit, a small, the triple free small, you know, one of these 20,000 credit large ones. And it seems we're heading for the middle in the beginning of this game. Slowly trundling up the hill. The first enemy to be spotted is a Tiger 1. The team deployment seems quite alright, except for T-28 prototype climbing up the hill. And we see a VK-452A. It's unlikely he's going to detect us. That was about the end shot. And he's, yeah, as I assume, he's going to spot us, and that was an unnecessary hit. However, he has the 105mm cannon, so we get another shell into him and back down before he manages to shoot us again. However, in my opinion, that was a bit of an unnecessary trade, and either side-scraping against him or simply holding the fire would have been the better thing to do here. Excuse the squeaky chair. Another Tiger 2 appears on the map, and it appears we're going to try to side-scrape now, but decide not to. The Tiger 2 is not actually within our reach. There is, believe it or not, a rock there. We see the VK-452A again, and I think we might actually be able to shoot him. Yep, we would actually have been able to shoot him. You guys can have a bit slowly. Nah. Take a spam shot against the Tiger 2, not aimed at all, and then we pop out again without being loaded, which is not recommended. Our FE304 is targeting the VK-452A, and you're probably going to wind up taking a hit here. That should have been aimed. And we're definitely spotted. However, this tells us that they're not spotting us before we fire our gun. That's too much side angle. Yeah, you didn't leave in enough time until we disappeared, and now we're going to be permanently spotted by the VK-452A. Our E-roll is around the corner, and we finish him off with his gun pointing in the middle of nowhere, and now this Tiger 2 doesn't seem very happy about something. An IS-6 takes out our FE304, and this Tiger 2 is now aiming at us. So we're basically permanently spotted here, and we're feeling a bit stuck. Don't know how that FE304 died, and the only retard here is himself. Let's see, where did that guy die? That death is purely his own fault. Tiger 2 is now side-scraping against us, so we only have an 8.8cm cannon. However, he fires against the MT-25, which gives us ample time to go around the corner, tap on into his track. However, it doesn't detract. The MT-25 has YOLO'd around, and this Tiger 2 is now aiming at him. We get another penetrating shell on the Tiger 2, and we now notice that he's aiming at us. However, he is loaded, and no, that's not going to penetrate. We would actually be able to get another shell on him, especially since his turn is turret to aim somewhere else, and now I would not aim the lower braces, but we get a high enough penetration roll anyways to get through it. At that point, personally, I would have aimed for the side of his turret to attempt to jam or damage it, which would really annoy him, and yikes, that's a lot of damage with this particularly necessarily, and that's a waste of those haircuts. Anyways, our Panther pushes up, and we have this very conveniently positioned wreck of a VK-452 as we return a bit of the favour on the AMX 5100. It's a bit of bad situational awareness, popping around, especially popping around a corner while still being spotted by an opponent that's just recently died. Anyways, the southern end of our map is doing quite well. We notice a full health KV-5. who's being supported by the T-28 prototype, who's finally made it up to the top of the hill. We wouldn't be able to shoot him, there's actually a hill in the way, a slight slope. The comets disappeared, and so has the AMX-12T, so we now know it's only AMX-5100 that remains on there, if at all. The M41 Walker Bulldog takes out the Hummel. And we see a Panther driving sideways out. Personally, I probably would have taken half a second more to aim for the drive wheel. And we put another shell on him. It looks like we do have a server reticule, something I personally dislike, but that's up to you to decide. Panther's pushing around and the speed of the replay up a bit, since there doesn't seem to be anything happening. The AMX 5100 has disappeared back off to the base, which means that pushing up at this point actually isn't too bad of an idea, although we are on really low health. Cromwell, who's also in the base, is now taken out by T-29. I guess he was AFK since the beginning of the game. T-28 prototype and the Yak Panther are getting move on. And we're still playing around pretty damn passively, which isn't too bad of a thing to do with this amount of health. The AMX-12 YOLOs a Panther, doesn't know we're here. Panther misses in panic. However, this AMX-12T is focusing on the Panther itself, who takes him out. Speeding it up again to see if we're going to push on the Panther. The Panther's still sitting there. We plant a shell in him and back down. He shoots in us, and we're going to out-reload. Nice for driving Panther. We would, however, have out-reloaded him, but the T-34 takes him out before that happens. We're left on 49 health and a dead radio operator, not like anybody really gives a damn about him. Spot an enemy KV-5 in their base, and now it's just the Type 59 who's on this area over here, since the AMX 5100 was spotted down there as well. Correction, he's dead. Personally, I'd be heading towards the right, but no, Drop takes him out. Now it's just a matter of scurrying over to see if we can't get any damage on this KV-5. However, I find that highly unlikely, despite the fact that our guys are really on low health, just surrounding him from all sides, and there really isn't much more he can do as he's taken out by a Panther. Yeah, let's quickly have a look at this game. It was a first class, looking at the result screen from what replays, with 2,761 confirmed damage in the game. I believe was it 2,900 on. Did he actually do anything blind shooting? Doesn't matter. Either way, 3,000, just short of 3,000 damage in a Panther 2 isn't too bad with the 88mm gun or 8.8cm cannon. The Tiger 2 is historically accurate armament, and yeah. The only real mistakes in the beginning were the unnecessary hits received from the VK-4528 and the Tiger 2, which could have been avoided, and slightly slow reactions on the receiving these hits and not returning the favour in full. Also, a slightly, not knowing the 5100 and the MX-12T were outside and just going around the corner while still being spotted cost us another fair chunk of health, which, after having received the hit from the Panther, left us on 49 health at the end of the game. However, it didn't kill us, so it's not too bad. Otherwise, the last shot on the Tiger 2, I guess, service replay, what am I talking about? Service side reticule screwed you over there, and that's for that reason I do not use it myself. And otherwise, it looks like you have that dynamic camera turned on, so I suggest you turn that off as well, but that's personal opinion. Other than that, there were a couple of shots that you took a bit too much, as spam shots. And if you were afraid of being spotted, I would suggest you side scrape out and see if you are detected when you're moving. If you are not detected when moving, then you will be able to safely go out, roll out, aim, and then fire, and then back down again, hopefully before they react. And if they are aiming at you, you can always side scrape. Believe me, the Panther 2 side armor is more than good enough. However, you over-angled it. You can't see the holes there anymore, but an angle like that is easily penetrable. Like that. Even this can be penetrated at that angle. It's only 60mm thick, and as long as you're not getting triple overmatched, 60mm of armor is sufficient to deflect pretty much everything you can come up against. 120mm guns, however, is going to double overmatch it, so even angles like this are penetrable, whereas 80mm side armor of Tiger 2 at this kind of angle would still be pretty damn tough. Anyways, that's it for this replay. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Or probably not, since this will be the last replay I'm going to do before I head off to China for a month on the 10th of October. Which means I won't be doing any replay analysis, or well, I definitely won't be doing any replay analysis, and I probably won't be doing any video content at all during this period. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a month.